Back in September 2020, we sold our house in the UK, then moved to Normandy in France, where we bought an ancient French farmhouse with various outbuildings, including an old barn, a small cottage with 2 woodlands, and 3.5 acres of pastured land in a beautiful national park area. Follow us on our journey as Budo and I renovate the farmhouse, manage our land, and take on many projects for you to enjoy. Let the fun begin. Bonjour everyone, hope you've had a good week. We're back again.
Hi, welcome to Caravan Corner.
It's evening time.
It's very late actually.
Yeah, I've just had a lovely shower. That's why my hair's still wet.
I've not even seen it. It's 9:15 at night.
And it's still bright. You forget the time though, don't you?
We had to have showers. I was absolutely filthy black. My hair changed to a different colour.
I had a carrier bag on my head and I had paint on my toes, on my fingers. So today I've been doing the road, building the road out, and you'll see a bit of that. But Tracy wants to tell you about about the roof.
Yeah, she's lost the plot. It was too late at night.
Yeah, right. We've been working in the bedroom.
Oh, that sounds good. Sorry.
We have been working in the bedroom. You've done the coving. I did assist.
Yeah. So put all the coving up, plasterboard coving.
I filled it.
Yeah. Made all the skirting boards. Put the skirting boards in. Built the panelling underneath the windows. I've actually started the oak to go on top of that yet, but we ain't caught up in time yet, so that'll be next week now. But also making the mantelpiece over the fire. But we are very, very close. We're literally days away.
Yes, from completing.
So tonight it's Thursday now.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to get the papering done the weekend, and then should have it done for next week's video. Yeah,
because I've finished painting the ceiling and the coving, which will be part of next week's video. You'll see that finished. So now I've just got to fill, and I've done the priming on all the woodwork. So just give 2 top coats on all the woodwork with the cottage cream, then give the panelling its last coat of paint and a bit of touch up on the architrave, and just have a little bit of tidying up. But in next week's video, it's going to be the grand reveal of the bedroom.
Got to get it finished now.
Yep. We haven't got any flooring at the moment because we're in decision whether we're going to have carpets or, I would rather have oak floorboards, but we have to look at the practicality side of that.
I think with the reveal, it'll be a reveal as it's finished, less the curtain.
Yeah, I have to make
and what we put on the flooring.
Yeah.
But the rest will be done. So we're going to reveal that, and then once the other stuff comes, we'll give you another reveal.
Yeah, because we have to still get the furniture, which we couldn't get beforehand because obviously it's putting it somewhere. So we're just looking at that at the moment. So I will be making blinds for the bedroom. I'll also be reupholstering our lovely fabric bench which we've got in the loft. So it'll be all the finishing touches. So there will be a second reveal when it's all finished.
Furnished reveal,
when it's totally finished. But we just thought it'd be lovely for you to see it, and I just can't wait to get that wallpaper on the wall.
Thing is this one's been dragging out a little bit because we've been doing lots of other things, and it's not just that we're doing a bit of the cottage. That's another thing, we've done a bit of cottage.
Yep.
So it's not in this week's one, but we've been working in the cottage doing a little bit outside. So it won't be in the reveal, probably be the week after, but it's coming, don't worry, because we're now going to be getting ahead with the cottage for filming.
We've just got to do lots of little things.
We are literally doing little things because it seriously is just me and Tracy. We've had all we've had here since we started is we had Adam for half a day doing a bit of plumbing.
Yep.
And the chimney John to do the chimneys,
Yeah.
and that's it. But the rest of it's been us. So we've got lots of little jobs here and there and everywhere. And, you know, it's and we have to drop off and come back like the road.
Yeah.
Evenings. So we've only just finished, just had a shower, and we're literally here. So we 8:30 we finished tonight.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we shared the news with the subscribers of the road, or what, because I know I shared it with our Patreons via a post. But if we haven't told you, and if we have, we do apologise, that I had a visit, well, you were out, weren't you, the other day, by Commune Gère, which is our local commune, to say that the Marie has said yes to the road. So we have permission, basically.
We've got the permission, we're carrying on now. So, so going on to the road, I cut all the banking, and Tracy in the video says, Budo's putting the banking in at 1.5 metres. It's not 1.5 metres, it's 1.5 feet roughly.
I was thinking of fabric.
Yeah, oh, that's alright, don't worry. But it's 1.5 feet, so don't get too confused when you watch videos. So it's 1.5 feet is going to be banked up with stones sloping back, which will stop where the lavender bushes will come down onto, and it will hang. It will look beautiful. And then she said something about the fencing's going up here and it's going to be 4 metres high. Well, it ain't. What she meant to say was is the road width is going to be 4 metres and the fencing will be the standard height, you know, where it's 3.5 to 4 feet, whatever we put it at. But,
well, my interior design thing was flowing, and I was in the bedroom thinking about all different fabrics, and then so I sort of had fabric meters on my mind, and then Budo was saying, you know, we're going to be doing this, blah blah blah. I went, okay, yeah.
Anyway, it's one of them mistakes. But anyway, guys, look, so
that's it.
That's Caravan Corner this week. Yes, you can see we are a bit tired this week. So
yes, we won't be having a live chat though, will we, this week? Because we're going out with friends.
So they won't. Well, they won't see that.
No.
Do you understand?
Oh yeah. Get that.
There we go.
Rewind.
Anyway,
we got up early this morning.
Let's go while we're winning, all right?
Oh god.
So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and next week tune in because you're going to get the reveal of the bedroom, and it does start to look nice now.
Yes, it's looking beautiful.
Yeah, well, that wallpaper's going up, so you're going to see it. And remember, all the patrons on the level tier that you put are going to get a sample of that wallpaper crimped properly on a postcard sent to you. So we'll be coming to you for your addresses to send them off to.
For you to keep as part of the Chateau Farmhouse bedroom.
Chateau Farmhouse bedroom.
That's
what we call it anyway. Anyway, guys, thank you.
Good weekend, everyone.
We'll see you next week. Bye-bye
Bye-bye.
now. So Tracy's sitting on the job again.
No, I'm not. I've been helping you.
I know.
Put the COVID
We're just having an apple juice.
Yeah.
And it truly is apple juice. We just drank it. It's not wine.
It looks like cider.
Yeah, it looks like cider, yeah. Anyway, so we're here today and we're putting up the Coving. So I've just put this run up here. Goes along here. Mited corners. This bit, oh, nearly went over the Coving on the floor. This bit's been the tricky bit because it's around this wall and it's all over the place. It's in and out and over. So anyway, we've got the tricky bit out of the way. So today we'll have this room coved because it's still early in the morning and we've got a long day to go, haven't we, Trey? What are you laughing at?
Holier than thou.
Yeah, I've got a picture for that.
I'm just thinking about it.
So Tracy's trousers, I said they're finished now. She said, no, I've still got another year in these. but then I got my shorts. Rags.
We're English.
We're in rags.
We like to get our money's worth, don't we?
No, we said this before in the last
but
video.
they're old. We don't want to be wearing
No, definitely not. Anyway, guys, we'll come back in a bit. We're going to get all the coving up and then I'll film it again showing you the finished job. It's easier for us. I don't want to speed ramp it and leave the camera on. Our camera gets hot after about 4 minutes, isn't it, roughly? And we don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do it, put it all up, and then you'll see the finished job. Okay then, guys. I've got the coving up, all done. So it's all the way around the room now. Just get a nice finish. A little bit of filling here to do yet, just underneath. But we'll wait till the main filler goes off. And then basically you'll see some joints like this. So let me just zoom in there for you. So they're like at the angle cut at the mitre. It's a better way of jointing. And it's because I had lots of little pieces. Yeah, so I had to do a few pieces like there. as well there, and then another one over here, so here as well. But we just had enough, and I think that's finishing it off nice. That is, it's looking terrific now. Anyway, so another job I've done today, I've just finished literally, is put a new, I'm spinning you around, sorry. I've just put a new switch on because we broke the other one. Well, I broke the other one. I dropped something. It slid off the ladder and smashed against it. But I've just put it on, and door's looking good. And also today, which you would have seen in last week's video, was I put the plug socket in, and now we've got electrics up here as well. And here, right, this fella here. A few people have asked me, is it an old friend or is it the person who used to live here? Some of them are quite random, like, yeah. It's a plastic skull, and I've called it Yorick for good reasons. But the reason people have asked me why I've got it, well, when I used to do a lot of gaming back in England with my family, because they're all into gaming, and they got me into it, on the Xbox, I used to use it to put my headphones on to keep them nice and clean, so they don't, get worn out on here. Even though everything in here is getting filthy. The gaming chair's ruined now, so I'm gonna have to get a new one if I ever get back into it. But yeah, so that's why Yorick, my old buddy here, he looks after my headphones for me. So now you know, hey. Anyway, guys, look, we're moving on apace. So it's pushing on now for about 3 o'clock. So I'm going to go downstairs, pull out all the let's get you around, hang on, so I can see you there now. So I'm going to go downstairs, I'm going to pull out all the timber to start making the skirting boards. I'm going to set my machine up, and I'm going to start hopefully tonight making some skirting boards, running the mouldings up. Actually, I'll show you what they're going to be like. Let me spin you around again. So they're going to be the same as mouldings as these here. So this one here, it's going to be the same moulding on the skirting board tops turned round. And then this astrogale bead, we call this an astrogale in England. I'm just sorting out the ply fronts for these, and I'm going to have the astrogale on there to make a feature of them with the nice oak tops on the both of them, and that will close them in. Just got to put the insulation in. But yeah, oh, and also the architraves around the windows. I'll be making all this week, hoping to get this room ready for papering, so we can start the papering. So we're moving on apace. Okay, little heads up. So what I'm doing now is I'm just panelling in the front of this. If you remember, there was just that boxing in there. So I'm going to panel this in, then we're going to fill it in with insulation. I've already put this panel in here, so that's set in now. And then I'm going to do the other side as well, over here. So we'll have them done, then we're going to have some nice oak tops on there with rounded fronts. And there, and then I'm trimming the windows, and that will be the windows finished basically. And then Tracy's over here rubbing down. I see you've got your mask on, that's good.
May the force be with you.
May the force be with you, yeah. So Tracy's going around the edges now, just where all the little joints were. It's dried lovely. So the coving's going now. And I've done... Over this side, sorry, yeah.
I filled...
Take your mask off, Tracy, for a minute.
I filled all along where the plasterboard meets up here.
Oh yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. So yeah. Tracy's rubbed all this down over this side. So our push now is to be putting the paper on this weekend. I'm going to be putting the paper on, yeah? You heard that here. You heard that here. Yeah. So Tracy's filled all against the ceiling. We was going to put a bead in there, but when I measured it and put a sample up there, it was too deep this way. It was really deep and it made it look ugly. So we've filled it. Tracy's done it meticulously yesterday evening, didn't you? Yeah. So there's no gaps down there now, as you can see. And this side as well. She's done a lovely job, all the filling. So we're pushing on now. So basically is finishing off the wood trim.
Yeah, once all the wood trim's done, the window boxes are done, I'll get cracking, paint them.
Yeah.
I've got to paint the ceiling, paint the coving.
It's Tuesday now, so we've got, hopefully I want to be putting the paper on Saturday / Sunday.
So no pressure to me.
And also what I've done is, I'll just show you down here, so I've made some skirting boards. So that's the profile. You can see that. That came out of a lovely old chateau, that profile, that mould. Okay. And we have that on all the skirting boards. And that's what matches the panelling. So you've got it on the panelling as well here. So it's the same, exactly the same cutter. And then these astrogals, like I said, will be going down here. And I'll be astrogaling that. Once I put the skirting on, then I'll put the astrogals in. Panelling to give that, to join it up with the chateau panelling, what we're calling.
But
and
once all this is
spinning you around, we're getting dizzy here.
Has its last coat and the skirtings, then we know we're ready.
Yeah.
But the blinds will be coming at a later date because I'm getting my fabric. I've got to wait for that.
Yeah, we've got to wait for the fabrics.
And the soft furnishings.
So you can get an idea what the skirtings will look like against the panelling there. See there. And then they go up to them pilasters, what we call pilasters, finish up to them. It's just an added detail. It's just being a bit opulent. It don't show now, but once it's all finished and done, it'll look lovely. And then we've got a nice oak mantel on there, and I'm going to make some corbels as well.
Not clearing up.
So we've got a right good mix in this room. As you can see, we've got stone there, exposed and pointed. We've got plasterboard walls, flushed, which are going to have paper on. We've got lime, plaster, traditional finish, with stone corbelling showing in places. And then coming around here, we've got chateau panel wall. And it's a right eclectic mix, isn't it? Of
chinoiserie wallpaper.
I said that, yeah, the chinoiserie wallpaper. Then we've got like a medieval style doors, if you like. Old cottage. So we've put everything
in one room.
And we're going to experiment and see how that turns out. Could be too much, maybe not, you see.
Maybe it needs more opulence.
Yeah,
no, it'll all be finished though, won't it? With all the wardrobes, the nightstands. I want to get a commode as well if I can.
Yeah, well, once we get all the detail in, it'll look lovely. It'll come to. But because of us doing this, so many different things in here, as well as doing all the other house jobs and making windows and all that, it makes the process much slower. Yeah. If you'd had just a flush walls, paper it, with a bit of coving, not even coving, just done.
We'd have had this done.
It'd have been finished, but we don't care. We've got time.
Like that, do we? We like to make things difficult for us.
Yeah, we've got time, so we're not. It's not like we're rushing to get it all done, but we will be able to technically move in here Monday next week.
You heard that now on YouTube.
Yeah, Monday next week, right? Because all I've got to do is do the wooden trims, which I'm doing tomorrow. By Thursday, then it'll be finished, and then you'll have the painting cracking through the painting at the same time, and then it's me decorating, papering on Saturday or Sunday. Yep.
And get the bottle of champagne as well.
No champagne. Beer. Okay, speak to you soon. Okay, so there's a bit more of an update on this now. So I've put all the boarding in on the panelling on the windows. I've done the skirting boards, put the infills in as well because it was offset because these walls are out of line. So you get a whole picture of the windows now, the finishing. Not quite because I've got to put the tops on yet. Make some nice oak tops and stain them up, or oil them up, sorry. And and also I'm just about to start some beading around these panels, just to soften them up a little bit and make them a bit more architectural to join up with the panelling. So I've done the whole room now, all the skirting. Okay, looks nice with the pilasters down there, offsets it a bit. You can see it better on that one actually, so I'll give you a little zoom in there. So skirting comes to a stop, pilaster, and then architrave off, and you can see here it's all done. And in here, and you can see how nice and tight all the joints are. I'll show you all how to do that one day. Well, those who don't know how to do it. There's another one over here. Let me just show you this one. That's nice and tight. So you can see the joints in the corner. Yeah. To make them nice and tight, there's a trick to it. But anyway, here's a little update for you. I'll come back again when I've got the panelling on, the beading on these panels, and that'll just really make it bing. And then once we get the tops on, wow. Anyway, tell me what you think. Okay, now moving on a bit more. So Tracy's up here now. She's just putting on the first coat on the Coving.
Emulsion.
Emulsion is which is like a primer coat, isn't it, Trey?
Yeah, it is. It's actually, it looks quite light when the first coat goes on.
Yeah.
But if you look over there.
Yeah, it dries white, doesn't it?
Yeah, it dries whiter.
So.
This is the French Dulux paint.
Yeah, French Dulux paint. Don't know if it's better than English Dulux paint. I don't know if there's any difference. But
you said that. I was not going to say that.
No.
But no, it's looking.
It's coming on now.
On.
And then I've now, let's get down here. So you can see, zoom out. So you can see I've put the panelling on these two now. All the beading, panel beading. I've done the trims and the spacers on the skirting board because it kicks back, if you like. So all I've got to do now is make the two tops and the finishing trim around the windows, which I'll do tomorrow now. And then Tracy will finish off the painting and we'll be ready.
This is the messy bit, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to paint the ceiling. Tracy's got to paint the ceiling.
Then have a good
couple of times, yeah.
I've got to still sand down a little bit on the side of the beams.
Yeah.
And then I'll just clean the beams up with a bit of wire wool.
Yeah, so.
It's looking nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming now.
Feeling like a regular.
So there's a couple of days, day and a half, 2 days of wood trim to finish. Tracy's painting, and then I'm going to be putting the paper on that wall there, behind there, and this wall here. We've only got 4 rolls, quite expensive, so
you know,
got to make it right.
Who's going to be getting some of the wallpaper, and that's our Patreon.
Yes, they'll be getting all the paper that's left.
Yeah.
We'll cut out.
Crimping scissors, postcards, but it's on a certain tier.
Yeah.
They're the ones that will be. So if you're watching, it will be on its way very shortly.
Yeah. Once we start it, then we can cut it for you. Because we didn't want to cut it all off and then not have enough to do the walls. Anyway, sorry we're going on a little bit on this one. This week's video is more about this room, but we're getting it up to a stage where we can give you a full-on, what do they call it, Trace? Reveal. Yeah.
Before and after, because the before of where the floor was taken up, that was all on Instagram.
Yeah.
Our patrons have actually had peak views of that, so they will be seeing that on the before and after of what it looked like. So it's looking good now. Skirtings are on. Said it again. Down here, I do like this bit now. This ties in lovely. This look, if you look along there and there, it ties in nice with that panelling over there. So it all becomes one. Does it remind you of with the windows?
Don't know.
Little seats on a Georgian ship.
Oh, on one of the like the Victory ship.
Yeah, I've been on that ship.
The Victory. HMS Victory. That's what. If you look on the back of the HMS Victory, that's exactly the same windows made on the HMS Victory, and they would have been made in oak as well.
Yeah, I haven't been
which
there.
is the same, I'm sure. Anyway, no, you're not that old, Trey. Right.
Thank you.
There you go, guys. I'm going to give you the next one. I think will actually have to be a reveal, won't it, Trey?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but I
okay.
think we're going to have to go with a reveal because I'll have all the trim done and that, and then be on to the papering.
Yeah.
Okay then, folks. Thank you.
Hi folks, just thought I'd give you a little update. It's a beautiful evening here at the moment. Budo's been quite busy the last couple of evenings. As you can see, he's been banking up the side of what is going to be our road, and all along here we're going to build a stone wall which is going to be about 1.5 meters high, and then you know it's going to be eventually on the field looking down to the road as people drive in as our beautiful lavender fields. I can just picture it. It will just be so beautiful, and the smell will just be out of this world. Really excited, can't wait. Alright, let me show you this bit as well. As you can see, Budo's over there. I wondered where my straw hat went. He's nicked it. But he's pulling all of this back, all across here. And what he's going to do is level it all out so it's all flat. And all along here, just running alongside here, is all the bracken, and there's some little tiny trees in there. That will all be pulled out, and I think we're going to do a fencing. I think Budo said it's going to be about 4 meters high, which is going to look absolutely beautiful. Let's go and see if we can say bonjour to Budo. Bonjour! Or I should say bonsoir. I should say bonsoir because it's evening time, isn't it?
Oh, hello.
I told him you've been a busy bee the last couple of evenings,
Yeah,
and
well,
our plans.
Cut all the grass again, all the bracken.
I know.
So
It just looks so nice, doesn't it, when it's done? But it just comes back so quickly.
it comes back quickly, and all right at the back of the field. But did you explain about the lavenders?
Yes, I did. How how beautiful it will look. And fencing here is going to be, did you say 4 meters high?
Out, these trees and that. Put new boundary fence in here, and then in here where the road edge is, which will be about 4 meters, just over.
Yep.
There'll be another fencing inside here, and we'll create like a little grass area, paddock, if you like. Yeah. And I'm going to do another one over that corner. And eventually, when we get some horses, we can put them out here on the front of the road. It'd just be so picturesque. So can you imagine the lavenders coming down there, the nice little road coming in, and the horses in the paddock, or oi horse. Lovely. And like
I know. I just said. I wondered where that went. It's actually a nice hat because it's got quite a wide rim.
Yeah, well, it's cooking out here.
I won't turn the camera on myself because I don't look very flattering at the moment.
No, because you've got a bag on your head and paint all over you.
I'm just painting the ceiling, but crack on. I don't want to hold you up.
No.
And we will chat soon.
Yes, we will.
Au revoir.
Bye bye.